Alright, y'all. You already know this is your boy, Dream Big, back at it again with another video for you guys. Today I got somebody special. Y'all are probably already seen him in some videos on the channel. Boy Clyde, let's get it. What's good? What's good?
Hey, I told Chris I wasn't gonna do this video if he did that whack ass intro. I'm sorry, y'all. I told him I wasn't gonna do this video.
Man, I had to bring way more energy to this video. We got some exciting topics for your boy today.
Let's talk about it.
Man, what's going on with you? How's Atlanta, man?
Atlanta's beautiful, man. You know, Super Bowl weekend was just a week or two ago. You know, this was the first time I was able to go down into the city of Atlanta in the last week. Glad, happy y'all motherfuckers are going. You know, traffic is back to normal because it was terrible before that. But you know, no, overall it's good. Everything in Atlanta is good. You know, it's kind of cool here. So doing our thing. So.
Man, the legendary So Def
made got a So Def 20th anniversary jersey on right now.
I probably do. Make you want to ball hoop like Mike basketball. It's basketball. Count on. Let's go. Hey, talk about Bow Wee's Lil Bow Wow. We're not talking about Bow Wow. We're not talking about Cash Money Bow Wow. We talking about Lil Bow Wow.
So you talking about when I turned 18 Bow Wow. You talking about okay.
We talk about like. We talk about nothing further from Like You and Ciara Bow Wow. We're not going past that.
Okay. That's just that Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
Nothing past that. When we get past that, we just erase. Hit the control alt delete. You know, control alt delete. Bow Wow challenged that shit. Never happened. You know. But yeah, man. So. In my opinion, I'm 27 years old, about to be 28.
I'm also 27 years old.
And I just want the viewers to get an idea of our age group and kind of get the mindset because, you know, some people may be older watching this or younger or whatever. And
that's a fact.
For me, growing up, you know, Bow Wow was a dope-ass rapper, in my opinion. You know, he was Mr. 106 in Park. The man was... Every day, AJ and Free, the boy was number one. Yeah, without a doubt, every time he dropped, he was so good, they eventually made him the host. Whether he was good as a host or not.
Come on now.
That's neither here or there.
You got to go there. I went to a spring tour, Chris. I was there. I was in Virginia, you know. It happened. I was younger. I ain't going to lie. Right. You know, I was about fourth grade. I went to a spring tour, you know. Honestly, yeah, the man's one of the GOATs. Go to this shit. Yeah, I agree with that. At that point in life, he's one of the GOATs. However, Chris, I gotta throw a little wrench in your party there, buddy.
What wrench you got throwing the party there?
I like Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow is definitely branded himself to be one of the GOATs, and I actually retract my statement by saying he's the GOAT because I'm gonna contradict it very soon. But let me get to this. My point, and I believe the question that you previously asked me was, is Bow Wow a legend?
Yeah.
Bow Wow has done some legendary things.
Okay.
Done some very legendary things. However, when it comes down to, you know, you say, you know, is this person a GOAT? Is this person the greatest? You know, is he a GOAT? Yes. You know, in his own right. You know, I think anybody can make an argument for that. But I'm curious to say, when you think about that time period, the early 2000s,
right? You
know, and we'll say anything between 2000 and 2000, and we'll go 10 years. So we'll say 2009 because 2010 is kind of when things change. But when you think about all the artists that came out in that time, especially around that age group, you know, like Bow Wow, Romeo, Soulja Boy, you have to kind of take a look at it and dissect it and realize Bow Wow wasn't everything that we really thought he was. And it was a lot of other cats out here that was getting hot and doing what they needed to do. And in the end, yeah, Bow Wow won the battle. I think Romeo and Soulja Boy won that war, buddy.
Okay, so I'm gonna address what you said. I mean, I will agree. A lot of artists did especially young artists, did come out of the little era, I call it. Um, I'm not even gonna address Romeo. I always you made a good point, like in text messages earlier. Like Romeo, I don't know whether it's true or not, but Romeo did write his stuff, quote unquote. Fact check me, people, or fact check him, because I don't know, because I was never really a fan of what Romeo had going on. So yeah, fact check that man. But I'm gonna give it to him. He wrote his stuff, his content. He probably should have got some writers, cause or something, cause it wasn't all that. Bow Wow, on the other hand, he didn't write his content. He had writers from rappers like JD, probably the Brad, and I'm pretty sure Snoop Dogg probably helped him on his first album as well. So,
So how do you make an argument for him being, in your opinion, the greatest of all time?
I
when he didn't write his own music. If we're talking about the strength of hip hop, isn't hip hop about writing your own music? Didn't everybody go hard at Drake when Meek Mill said Quentin Miller was writing his music?
But
everybody,
it was a difference. Like I feel like he was a kid, and I feel like we knew JD.
But Bow Wow's raps were believable.
But we knew JD was writing it. Like we knew JD.
I understand what you're saying. And we knew that. But at the end of the day, and still, Bow Wow's raps weren't believable. 18 making more than your dad, bro.
He was 18 making more than your dad. How much?
To this day, I don't believe that. I don't believe that bar. That bar is a lie. 18 making more than your dad. Master P, Percy Miller. Percy Miller went to the league, a business owner and successful rapper. Hey.
I'm not denying that.
I got the hook up, Percy Miller.
That man's a boss.
It sounds. Really
I may not be. I'm not denying that.
It sounds good. If you look at it and actually pay attention to it, come on now.
Hey man, I'm not denying that. Now Romeo Miller.
So it's not believable. So he's talking about stuff that he's. Come on, Chris.
What you mean? It's not believable.
No cap.
Maybe not that dad. Maybe another dad. Maybe let's talk about my dad.
So now you're saying that bar wasn't about Romeo?
Whose dad was that?
That old diss back and forth with that old diss with that, bro. So how do you base that on that particular time period? How do you base that information on
that? I'm basing it off of basically from all the little Romeo, all the little Bow Wow time. Just basically influencing the culture with dance moves. He had the ladies going crazy. He had 106 in Park going crazy. I feel like he was a big influence on music at the time. He had the co-sign from Cash Money Birdman. He had the co-sign from one of the best labels at that time, So Def, JD, Luda.
Because he was brought up
Luda, everybody.
Def.
Yeah, he was a huge label at the time. Come on, man. Like he was one of the main people pushing the label. Whether or not you agree with it or not, like that was a huge time period, and I feel like he was a major influence in music at the time because you already know it was clean for the most part. It wasn't totally clean, but for the most part, it was clean music. White people liked it. Black people liked it. It was something everybody can enjoy, and most people can relate to it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think his target at that point in life was white people. Like I don't even think that his target market was white people at that point.
I mean, most rappers' target market may not be white people, but that doesn't change the fact who enjoys the music.
I agree to a certain extent, though. It's like what you're saying. I understand your points, but they're not making sense in the whole scheme of what he's done for hip hop. Things that you said was factual, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think like his. Granted, it may have been gotten. I agree. It may have been influenced. Not in May. Not in May. It was influenced by Iverson. But
you said the words you said were you said his fashion sense was jerseys and people rocking headbands.
Yeah.
You act like fucking Allen Iverson and LeBron James all were doing that all the time.
Right. You're right.
So you can't say that influence was directly based on him.
You are right. Shad Moss was influenced by Allen Iverson, but he was. I will agree.
I think it's been documented. He said rappers have influenced his style.
I will agree.
Right, but that's basketball culture and hip hop. They go together. So that's
right. But I feel like he was like one of the as a teen or whatever, or how old or whatever he was. I feel like he was hella influential with that, just because he was at the top. Like you couldn't at the time. Like put it this way: at the time, you really couldn't talk hip hop without talking Bow Wow. Let's be honest. Like. We wasn't talking Rich Boy. We wasn't talking Rich Boy. Besides the obvious Jay-Z's and stuff like that. You know, I never looked at Little Bow Wow. This is my point. Like people on the Facebook and stuff talk about like Rakim, Jay-Z, Nas, shit like that. Like I don't look at Bow Wow as an artist like that. Which is
why
I don't look at him like that. Like when I say he's legendary, like who's somebody I would say like. Yeah, like a Soldier Boy or like somebody like that. Like somebody that I feel like had an influence. Like of course, obviously, I don't think he's I don't think he's like lyrical. Like I'm not saying like he's Nas or some shit like that. Like I'm not saying he's MJ or something like Michael Jackson or something. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like, bro, like he influenced a lot of the youth and shit. Like I don't know, like his culture, his vibe and stuff. Like. I don't know, like I feel like he influenced like even artists and stuff like that, even Lil Romeos and stuff like that, coming out trying to be just like him.
I would completely and utterly disagree with that. They're two entirely different style classes.
Hey man,
two entirely different style classes.
Hey man,
you can't come out. You can't say that. You can't.
Won't be no Lil Romeo if there wasn't no Bow Wow. All I'm saying. They seen the success. Of the Bow Wow.
Y'all see that user?
So you're not saying masterpiece or So you're not saying
that's like saying oh well if there's Bow Wow there wouldn't be no limit.
Okay.
Yes there would.
I'm not saying I'm not way before Bow Wow. But I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying
But let's go back to this. You just said there would be no Little Romeo without no Little Bow Wow.
Little Romeo would not have been as big as he was if there wasn't no Bow Wow.
That is the wildest shit I think I've ever heard in my life.
There wouldn't.
That
I can tell you why.
Elaborate.
It was like a perfect time. They already seen success in a young artist like Bow Wow. And what better not to have a competitor, young artist in the market with him that can apparently rap as well, and he has a cosign from his father, successful rapper and label maker, Master P. Why not give him a competitor? Why not make them battle, diss each other? Why not? That's money. I would do it. Why not?
Chris, you know what I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to think that you're an industry plant. I can't believe you. To have a competitor? So what? You think that there would be other up and coming? That's ridiculous.
No.
That's like saying there would be no other up and coming artists.
There would never. Little Romeo would not have been Little Romeo because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But Little Romeo's music was not good. It was not.
So you're telling me
it was not good.
You're telling me the success of Little Romeo's music was based on Bow Wow.
Yes. If it wasn't for Bow Wow and for them dissing each other.
Hey, I'm not going to say that it didn't help the success of that.
I think it helped tremendously.
But to say that Romeo was solely responsible, or Bow Wow is solely responsible for Little Romeo
the music. If they had Instagram, Instagram and MySpace was hot back then, Lil Romeo would have been clouded up because of that.
But you can't do that. You can't talk about if and when. You have to look at everything based on what it was. Based on what it was on a straight level playing field.
On the business,
you can't.
On the business side of it. On the business side of it.
Hold on.
I see something works.
On a straight level playing field.
Okay.
On a straight level playing field.
Right.
Where they come up at the same time, doing exactly what they did. You can't say did they cater to the same group? Yes. They catered to 14, 13, 15-year-old little girls and stuff like that. Yeah. So you cannot say that that one success would be solely based off the other, because then if you said that, then it would be the reverse of saying that. Then you're just, in my opinion, you can't do that, because now you're discrediting Jermaine Dupri and Master P.
How?
You can't do that, because you're saying if it wasn't for Bow Wow, he wouldn't have a career. Yes, he would, because Master P is still his father, and that would also be asinine to say in the return sense. But I'm saying Master P is still his father.
What? Okay, so
he's still if Lil Bow Wow not doing what Lil Bow Wow is doing. If Lil Bow Wow is not doing what Lil Bow Wow is doing.
All right, wait. So what if Lil Romeo's father wasn't Master P?
Then it wouldn't be the same. Then yes, I agree with that. But I'm saying for this particular subject case, this particular case that we're looking at, you have to look at the fact that regardless to who Romeo was, and regardless to who Bow Wow was,
I mean, sure,
Jermaine Dupri was who Jermaine Dupri was, and Master P is who Master P is. That's regardless. So anybody that comes up underneath them because of the name is going to pop. You can't. Yeah, but at the end of the day, but see, and let me also tell you why this. Let me tell you.
But you went to college, right? Like, you know marketing. Absolutely. So
absolutely,
they already established that these type of artists were marketable because there was B2K.
Which is why I said
there was B2K, Pretty Ricky, Lil Bow Wow, Little Romeo.
Take the industry. Pretty Ricky, okay, but then if you say the same thing, Pretty Ricky and all of them came up at the same time, and their fathers clearly weren't Master P.
But I'm just saying, like, at the time, these young artists were really marketable. And yes, like, I do feel like because of Bow Wow, they noticed that it was a niche.
Feeling that Bow Wow
it was a niche
lane for people who, anyway? Is that what you're trying to say?
I feel like because of the success that Bow Wow was having at such a young age, I do feel like people were like recruiting younger artists because there was money. Like people like the same. Like wait. Let's bring it to the present day. Real quick. So present day.
Can't bring it to the present day. You have to talk about.
I'm gonna give you an example of right now. Right. So right now, what's popular is stupid music. Like when I say stupid music, I'm talking about like Blueface, 6ix9ine, shit like that. Like the industry,
put some respect on that man's name, even though we canceled him because he's a snitch. But we're gonna talk about that later.
The industry is purposely like they seen success in certain artists, and they signing these dumb motherfuckers to fucking rap.
But bro, I get what you're saying. But
it's marketable. I'm a rob him of a bag.
Yeah.
Probably like what Bow Wow got done to him. That's probably why he don't got no fucking money. Cause no way. Okay. You only got 1.8 million and you acting, doing CSI and whatever else you doing and got no money. I mean, I just feel like it's just business. It's working. These artists are getting smarter now. Like back then, the millennials, like the little young artists, B2K, whatever, all that stuff, hot, boom. Then it was gangster rap, boom, 50 Cent, blah, 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 Dipset, blah, 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 boom. We got Kanye, we got Drake, we got Travis Scott, we got fucking Bryson Tiller and shit like that. Now it's kind of back to like the Bionic shit. Like, oh, I skipped a genre. We got Lil Jon, Soulja Boy, Young Jock, Crime Mob, a whole bunch of shit like that. Like, just shit. It's just whatever is marketable at the time. Granted, there's always variables in the situation, but do I feel like without Bow Wow, would Romeo have a successful career? Ask me.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think Romeo had more successful career than Bow Wow.
Okay.
Romeo's multifaceted. Romeo.
I mean, I can make the argument for Bow Wow. He could act. Romeo can act. Bow Wow can act. The only difference is Bow Wow
Did
Bow Wow's the headliner.
Did Bow Wow play D1 divisionals in basketball? No, he didn't. Okay. I just want to know. Like, I'm talking about multifaceted and things like that.
mean,
Did Bow Wow have a number one? Did Bow Wow have a number one syndicated TV show on Nickelodeon? I don't think so. Did Bow
Wow have a box office hit movie called Like Mike?
You got me. You got me. Respect. You got me.
Did Romeo have Lottery Ticket?
You want to know why that was?
Did Romeo have a movie called Lottery Ticket?
Let me tell you something. What is something hilarious? What is something hilarious? I'm willing to bet cash money that if they casted Romeo for that exact same role, in that exact same movie, it would have done just as good.
It would have.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Did Romeo have roll bounce? Did Romeo have roll bounce?
Chris, I'm about to hang up. Roll bounce? Roll bounce! Roll bounce!
Yes. Headline box office movie that went in the theaters.
I'll be completely honest
to movie theaters.
I've never watched Roll Bounce.
Lottery Ticket.
Never
theaters. Went to the theaters.
Never watched Roll Bounce.
The main actor.
Never watched Roll Bounce.
Hey, that's fine.
Never
you haven't watched a lot of black movies, but main actor, sir. Main actor. Bow Wow. Bow Wow.
There are a lot of different
main host.
That movie.
Main host on 106 in Park. Bow Wow. Bow Wow.
Yeah, I'm there. I think Romeo did some hosting and stuff too. Come on now, let's
Growing up hip hop. Growing up hip hop. Growing up hip hop. Bow Wow.
Okay.
Bow Wow.
Okay.
Bow Easy.
You're making good points. You know what? I've forgotten about growing up hip hop. I've not watched a single episode, but I forgot about it. That's accolade.
Guess who took an L?
I'm waiting.
Who did it smash Angela Simmons? I'm done. Case closed.
Chris.
Meeting adjourned.
Are you bragging on another man's genitals right now?
I'm bragging. There's nothing to brag about.
It's 2019.
There is nothing to brag about, sir. I'm just stating the facts.
Bragging about who somebody smashed.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm just telling you who got stuck in the friend zone and who's really out here smashing these pop stars and getting mad and then getting mad in the elevator and stuff like that. I'm just telling you.
Let me tell you, Romeo's taking very few public L's. Bow Wow is on your Twitter feed right now looking like he got beat up by a damn left.
I will agree. That's why we're not talking about after Ciara era.
At the end of the day, my consensus is this, and this is my closing piece on it. You can continue to go on for it. Right. I think that when it comes down to it, their career paths, they both had very good careers for each person. I think their careers were exactly what they should have been.
Right.
Bow Wow did sonically, musically, have a better career than Romeo. I'll give him that. But when it comes down to it, when you look on Twitter, when you look on IG, and somebody's got grown up hip hop and all of this stuff, all of that, you can't include the Harlem Shake because he's from Ohio. So let's not even go there. But when you look at it for what it stands for, Chris, I'm telling you.
Don't act like when you saw that video, you wasn't dusting off your shoulder.
Pusha T had a wonderful song.
Hey, don't act like when you saw that video, you was not
on the boards.
Hey, don't act like you even brush off your shoulder when you girls want to act like they take.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. As you can tell, I'm fat. I was always a little bit too fat to do the Harlem Shake. It was always like a Harlem Jiggle for me.